course.
Welcome everybody.
Welcome everybody. If you don't know who I am, I'm Sally Andreu. I'm the Skills Hub Manager. And I really want to give you a very, very warm welcome this afternoon. As all of our OA Awards sponsors and supporters, we are only 8 days away. The judging's happened, and we're really going to give, so Mel and Sophie are going to give you a bit of an update as to what to expect next Thursday, give you some guidance. Please share anything in the chat. I really look forward to meeting you at 5 o'clock at Williams. It's going to be a fantastic night. Mel and Sophie have just been working like troopers behind the scenes as ever. And I really hope it's an opportunity that you're going to enjoy and really, showcase your business and why you really value apprenticeships. So on that note, I'm going to pass over to Sophie, our own apprentice, which is really great. And Sophie's going to be doing this as a part of her endpoint assessment project. So she's going to be using this as her opportunity to showcase what she's doing, and obviously in the very capable hands of Mel. So thanks very much for joining us, and I'll hand them over to both of them.
Thanks, Sally. So we have some slides to go through just to let you know what's going to be happening on the night. So as you know, it's the Thursday, the 16th of May at Williams Racing Conference Centre. And we ask if you are able to arrive at around 5 o'clock for a sponsor briefing, photos and filming. We were hoping that maybe 3 or 4 of you would be okay to volunteer to get some filming done for a highlights film for probably next year. So if you would like to, please do drop me or Mel an email or your name in the chat, and we will contact you separately to go through that and kind of let you know what we need you to do. When you arrive, there will be sandwiches available. Obviously, we know that most of you will be coming straight from work, so we'd like to feed you first. And then there's at 6:30, guests will arrive for the drinks reception and light refreshments where you'll get more food. 7 o'clock will be when we go through to Frank Williams' room for the ceremony, which is hopefully going to start at 7:15. At 8:45, we'll do the raffle and selfie comp. And then 9 o'clock, we'll do the photos and networking, with the hope that the event will finish at 9:30.
Can I just add, Sophie, if you're not a category sponsor, but you're one of our other sponsors and supporters, you're very welcome to join us from 5. But you don't necessarily have to get there as early as that, because you won't be involved in the kind of run through for going up onto the stage and that kind of thing. So you're welcome to join us a little bit later if that works for you. I know for some people it means leaving a bit early, and if you don't need to be there, you might prefer not to be, as long as you're there for sort of 6:30 when guests arrive. But you're very welcome to join us a little bit earlier to have a chat with the other sponsors and so on. Just thought I'd mention that. So so that you don't have to be there for 5, and if you're a category sponsor, it would be great if you can be.
Thank you, Mel.
Thank you. Right, next one. Sorry, hopefully our Teams has been playing up a bit. There we are.
So as you'll probably remember from last year, our hosts this year again will be the brilliant Sarah Jaycock and Simon Newton. So the dress code is smart, not black tie, same as last year. As said previously, there will be refreshments and drinks available. The bar will be open as well. The event will be filmed for a highlights film, so we'll have the camera that Williams actually have up behind opposite the stage recording the whole event. And that live broadcast of the awards section will be from 7:30, and you can find the link on our website, which will take you straight to the recording if there's anybody at home that wants to watch that can't make it. And as it says, please do encourage your contacts to tune in. As many people as possible would be great. So this is the running order. It will be in your brochures so that you are aware and you can remember kind of when you're coming up to present your award. So we'll be starting with the Intermediate Apprentice of the Year. following with the Advanced Apprentice of the Year, Higher Degree, Special Recognition Award, Rising Star, Shining Star, Apprenticeship Ambassador Award, then the Careers Champion Award, Inspiring the Future Employer Award, Training Provider Individual Award, Apprentice Employer of the Year for small employers, so that's below 250 employees, Apprenticeship Employer of the Year, which is larger company, so 250 plus employees, and ending with Overall Apprentice of the Year. So myself and Mel have come up with a seating plan, so you'll be able to see that on the night. We are kind of making it so that sponsors and finalists will be seated near the front, so that when it comes to you needing to go onto stage, you are as close as possible and not having to try and weave in front of everyone. Yeah, so make your way to the stage, and when it's time for your category, the host will call you up to the stage to present your award. You will have a handheld mic, so you don't need to worry about being mic'd up or anything. You'll be handed that when you get onto the stage. And there is a spot on the stage for you to stand on, just so that you're in the correct spot for the filming, really. And as it says there, your winner will not know that they have won until you say their name. It's all kept secret until the night. They just know they're a finalist. And the graphics will display your name and your organisation. I think you've been asked to create a short script, and we're just asking for you to keep it as short as possible. The information on your companies are in the brochure, and the same for the finalists. So obviously it's nice to talk about them on stage and yourselves on stage, but we just ask you to keep it as short as possible. We're hoping for around 3 minutes per category, just because it can, get quite long as the night goes on.
That was one of the feedback that we had from last year, was that the event felt quite long for people. So we're trying to look at where we can kind of keep things moving as quickly as possible, including the raffle and competition and so on. So yeah, thanks, Sophie. Yeah. I'll go on to.
So as I said previously, the brochure this is what it will look like, and each sponsor has a page which has information about their company and the finalists that have been chosen. So all the information that everybody's needed to know is in there for people to read through. So for the script guide, we just ask that you introduce yourself, your role, and who you work for. And as it says, the background graphic will be on the screen. Introduce your organisation and give kind of a brief overview of what your organisation does. It'd be good for you to talk about the importance of apprenticeships to your organisation and why you have chosen to sponsor the awards and the category that you are sponsoring. Introduce your 3 finalists in alphabetical order of surname with a brief comment about each person. Again, the background slide will show the finalists on the screen. And then announce your winner and why you chose them. The winner will then come up for a trophy and a photo on stage. And then finally, just congratulate the winner and say well done to the highly commended finalists. And then once you've done that, the highly commended will come up for the trophies and a group photo. So on the night, we will be capturing some film about your experience as a sponsor, as it says, to help encourage other businesses and organisations to get involved next year. There's some questions here, and you can add anything, you feel free. So the questions will be, what have you enjoyed about being a sponsor? What have the benefits been to you and your organisation for sponsoring the awards? And what would you say to another business or organisation who is considering being an Oxfordshire Apprenticeship Awards sponsor? So the raffle, every year we do a raffle to raise money for charity, which is chosen by the headline sponsor. This year, the chosen charity is Growing Minds. Tickets will be £1 a ticket, and we ask that if you do want tickets, then you bring cash, as we cannot accept card payments. The winners will be announced on the night. I think we've had a lot of donations of prizes already, but if anybody hasn't yet donated and would like to, please do drop me or Mel and an email. And as it says, £530 was raised last year that was Catherine House Hospice, and they were ever so grateful for the money that we raised. So the selfie competition will have a live social media wall to show the posts. We ask that you use the hashtag OA Awards 2024 and make sure you join in to get people on social media talking about it and promote your involvement. And yeah, try and win the prize. I think it's five winners, is it, this year, Mel, that we're choosing? Yeah.
Simon's company, Dark and Taylor, have kindly sponsored that. So there's five vouchers for £20 for the 5 best selfies on the night. So it's just another way for people to have an opportunity to win a prize and kind of get sharing on social media as well. So I think our comms person Emma's got the hard job of choosing the winner for that one. So
yeah, and she'll be choosing from the get-go, won't she? She'll be looking through all night. So
helping us our comms team will be doing live posts as well during the evening. So when the announcements are made, they will also go out on Twitter and LinkedIn. So people who can't be there or are following from home can keep up with either the live broadcast and or social media posts as well. So we'll do as much as we can to kind of promote that the awards is happening and your involvement as sponsors.
Yeah. So the actions from now, if you haven't done so yet, please do book your tickets via Eventbrite. And if you want any information on what you need to select or how many tickets, then just let myself or Mel know and we will help you. We do need the names for the vehicle registration for the security gate. It just makes the process quicker for people coming in with the names as well. Let us know who will be presenting your awards so that we can have the correct details up on the screen when you are coming up on stage. Prepare the script, which has the guide already been sent, Mel, or is that to be sent?
I think I've sent that to everybody. But again, let us know if you haven't. I know that sometimes the person that we sort of generally liaise with isn't necessarily the person presenting on the evening. So if you are presenting and you haven't had that, just let us know and we can send that through to you. But hopefully most people will have that now.
Yeah, and we just ask that we receive the scripts or the bullet points for the announcement by 5 o'clock on the 13th of May, just so that we have it and we can kind of just check through it and make sure it's all okay. Support the pre-awards on social media using the hashtag OA Awards 2024. We'll be doing some posts probably starting Monday, Mel.
Yeah,
probably starting Monday. So again, as previously, please do like, share, comment, or create your own posts with the hashtag, and we will do the same. We'll do the liking and sharing too. As said previously, if you haven't donated a prize and would like to, just let myself or Mel know. And we ask for a support post event publicity. So the same again, sharing, liking anything. We will be doing a post-event press release. Am I right, Mel?
Yeah.
Post-event press release. So we'll make sure that you all get that to have a read through as well.
We will be also, it'll be a week to go tomorrow. So we hold Oxfordshire Apprenticeships Hour on Twitter every Thursday from 1 o'clock. Which we've actually started replicating on LinkedIn as well, which is a more used channel for us these days. But we'll also do a reminder post about the finalists and sponsors tomorrow as well. So we'll probably start tomorrow really doing the real sort of build up to it. And we'll also be letting people know about the opportunity to watch through the live broadcast.
Yeah, I'll have to leave that to you now.
That's fine. Sophie's off to Legoland, aren't you, with your daughter, having a nice birthday day off. Very well deserved as well. Well earned. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I think that's probably it from us, isn't it, Sophie? Is anything else that we've not mentioned?
I think we've covered everything.
I think so. That's probably everything we wanted to tell you. If I just stop sharing that. I think most people have now sent through the details that we've asked for in terms of names and presenters and that kind of thing. But if you haven't yet, that would be great if you could let us know. Security is very tight on the site at Williams because obviously it's where their Formula One team are based. So they're keen to know the vehicle reg and names of people attending. So if you could whiz that over, that would be great. But I think that's probably everything that we've got for you. Just sort of bombarded you with lots of information there. Is there anything that anybody would like to ask? Any questions about the evening? Jill, I see Jill's got a question.
Yeah, just a bit of clarification. You talked about arrive from 5 o'clock for the highlights film, but just maybe 2 or 3 volunteers for that. So if we weren't one of those, but we still need to arrive early-ish to get the run through of the evening, was that correct?
Yeah, I think
sorry, I should have explained that a little bit better.
Yeah,
No, it's fine.
We sort of kind of covered it, didn't we? But it's really, that session is really for people who are going up on stage just to have a run through and a briefing of kind of what will happen on the night. But you are very welcome to come along. You know, I appreciate some people will be travelling together and you might like to come along for a cup of tea and a sandwich with us early, but we don't really want to ask people to kind of take too much time out of their day if it's inconvenient. So as long as the people presenting are there, Jill, that's probably the most useful thing for them.
Okay.
But you are very welcome to come as well.
If they were to get involved in the highlights film, is that because you showed where I scribbled it down, you had like a bit of the questions that you talked about a video, you talked about sponsor interviews and film. Is that the same thing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, there are 2 different films, Jill. So there'll be we're creating a highlights film of the overall event.
Right.
So that will capture kind of winners' reactions, bit of the action on stage and that kind of thing, which we'll use to kind of celebrate that the event happened. And then we also create a kind of promotional film, which we use to offer the opportunity to be a sponsor for the following year.
Okay.
So that part of it, the earlier part, would be kind of getting your views as a sponsor, just to kind of encourage other businesses to be interested in taking part as a sponsor. So they're kind of 2 things, really.
So and sorry if it's my misunderstanding, but if we weren't able to take part in the highlights film, would we still be doing a sponsor interview filming?
You can do, but it would have to be on the night. So we could get you, we if you couldn't make it for the earlier session, but you'd like to take part, we could always arrange to do that sort of a little bit later on. So if it's something you're keen to do, we can arrange that.
Okay.
Hopefully does that make sense, Jill?
Yeah, kind of. Well, I guess what I'm trying to ask is, if we weren't able to do the film, the 5 o'clock photos and filming, does that mean there's no other filming involved?
No, so the highlights film is just something that our filming crew will do as an overall of the evening, and then they kind of do a final version, edited version. So it's really kind of what the best material is on the night. The film that Mel's referring to, just the sponsors, is really just to kind of get your opinion from a business point of view as to your engagement and how, if you'd recommend getting involved. We're just trying to get more employers to get involved with the awards, and really just trying to make more of a movement about more businesses who've got apprenticeships to kind of really showcase
absolutely
their work.
But so if for example we weren't able to make 5 o'clock, does that mean there's no other filming to be done? I know there's the highlights one, but as a sponsor,
it depends on when you were able to get there. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, whether there's event when's you're available.
Yeah, I'm just thinking we may not be able to do the 5 o'clock, so I just want to kind of give the briefing to the person who's going to be doing the presenting. If they need to be involved in a video or not.
If they would like to be but can't make that session, we could always arrange it. Sorry, Sophie, we could arrange it for a bit later on in the evening, maybe after the awards, if they're keen to do that.
Yeah, definitely.
If they're not, it's fine. It's not something that we expect people to do. It's just kind of if you'd like to, then we can make that happen. So that's probably the best way to view it.
Sorry, David, the questions. I just
no,
that's fine.
That's
fine.
Absolutely sure everybody else was thinking the same. So thank you for clarifying. Hopefully we could clarify it, Jill. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Anybody else got any questions? All good. That's a good sign. Hopefully that means everyone's happy. Well,
If you
know
do
where
have
we
any,
are.
just drop us an email. Yeah.
Yeah, you know where we are. We're always on hand to answer if something springs to mind. I know many people have done it before, and thank you for your continued involvement. So for you guys, it's a bit of an old hand at this now, but for new people as well, it's great to have you here. And even if you're not a category sponsor on the stage, then we're really grateful to have your support, and be great to kind of be able to meet you and sort of have a good night celebrating the awards together. So we're really grateful for all of that.
Yeah, totally.
And sorry, one last question. Will you be circulating these slides after the
Yeah.
meeting?
So
Brilliant.
what we'll do is share the recording and the slides, and there's also a briefing, which I think I've sent the category sponsor briefing to everybody, but there's also a general briefing as well for sponsors, which gives you details about most of what we've covered, really, the arrangements for dress code and parking and that kind of thing. So we'll send that to everybody as well, so you've all got all the information. And then I appreciate, Jill, you're sort of sharing that with others, and I'm sure other people are the same. I know, Deepika, you're going to share with Richard. So if we'll send all of that, you can send it on to whoever it is that's presenting, and also other colleagues who are attending who would like to know more about the evening. We'll just make sure you've got all of that, and happy to have a chat or answer any questions if anyone has any. But other than that, we will look forward to seeing you on a week tomorrow.
Next week. Yeah.
So exciting.
Thank you.
Great stuff.
Fantastic.
Thank you,
everybody.
Thanks
for
your time to join us, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Mel, could I just keep you on for 2 seconds after the call, please?
You can indeed.
Thank you.
Thanks, folks.
Thanks. Bye.
It's just a really quick one.